Hello! My name's Trismegistus, and this is the Satisfactory Alpha Test Weekend thing. I've not been in the Alpha test. I did apply for a key, but they revealed recently that 300,000 people also applied for a key, which is quite a lot of people. So statistically, very unlikely to get keys, and I didn't. I have started and played the game for literally 5 minutes, just to really sort of play with the settings. So let's get going. Let's start a new game. There are these other start areas that are locked. I don't know if they're... Well, I mean, it says they're locked in alpha, so presumably they're accessible later on. I don't know if they represent more difficult starting areas. Or maybe it's areas of the map you can't get to. I should also note that my neighbours are making some very weird noises, so hopefully that won't come through on the audio. But if there's some weird sort of scraping noises, that's them. So let's pick grass fields. Obviously, we've got no other choice. We'll just call it Triggs 1, and we'll start a game. It does appear to be an online game in the sense that it creates an online version of the world, perhaps. I don't know if it's cloud-based. So this is us sat in this pod. There doesn't appear to be any sort of
Attention Pioneer. The
character
following
creation.
instructional video is a summary of your impending duties as an exoplanetary pioneer for FICSIT Incorporated. FICSIT pioneers have 3 cyclical assigned pillars of work to ultimately accomplish project assembly. Use provided blueprints to build the necessary buildings. Chart the planet and gather resources to provide desired results and improve your infrastructure. Make sure to report any unusual discoveries to R&D for analysis.
I do really like this this style. They've got
Expand your
going on.
factories, outposts, and pipelines through automation and augmentation. That's it. Get to work and be effective. Warning, planetfall imminent. Please remain seated during full procedure. Atmospheric entry in 5, 4, 3.
There's like a
2,
poster on the
1.
wall there,
Planet
and I can't quite
procedure
make out what it
initialized.
says. I'm wondering if it's some sort of little Easter egg, maybe, just another gag. So this is us landing on the planet. In case you couldn't tell, it's meant to be re-entry going on, or it's entry into the planet's atmosphere, as we've not been here before. I think the first couple of episodes I'm going to pretty much show everything as is, and then we'll probably do some editing down.
Planetfall complete. Please ensure the integrity of your multi-purpose exploration suit is at 100%.
Some nice animation.
Remember, efficiency first. Godspeed.
It looks good, doesn't it? Can we see our feet? Yeah, we can see our feet though. I wonder if
Welcome
they'll
to
do
Planet
a
Massage 2
third-person mode at some
ABB,
point.
your designated sector in the binary star system of Akicha. I am Ada, also known as Artificial Directory and Assistant, tasked to support pioneers, such as you, in their mission. You are the third of your sector to survive planetfall. Congratulations. Note: Objective-based introduction initialized. Welcome to onboarding. First objective: please dismantle the drop pod. The resulting materials will be repurposed to construct a habitat and utility base, from now on referred to as the hub. Note: FICSIT Incorporated is cost-effective and efficient. We do not waste.
So it tutorializes you through the intro. One thing I would say about the game, and it is an alpha, and they have being very clear about them optimizing the game as they're going along through the early access that's going to happen. And the pop-in is horrendous. Actually, I'll show you. I like these menus, by the way. So options, I will show you the video settings. So it's both impressives and... So I've increased the field of view. That's all I've really done. And got it onto my resolution of 4K. This was down at 90 before. I generally prefer a wider field of view. I also turned VSync on. And other than that, I didn't change these settings at all. So as you can see, they're set to Ultra. And it's quite impressive how smooth it's running as a result of that. So you can see. Oh, so the other thing I did on the gameplay was turn down the mouse sensitivity. Because it was very, very, very twitchy. But that had the graphic settings had a draw distance. I don't know if you can see as I'm moving in and out that things are popping into something quite fierce. But so they have said they're going to optimise it. Anyway, so what she wants us to do, Ada here, is destroy this drop pod. We do that. We've got shortcuts down the right there, if you can see. So that's F has put us into a sort of a deconstruction mode. So to dismantle, we hold the left mouse button. The other thing I would say about them
Second objective. Please ensure you have your FICSIT Incorporated Xenozapper equipped before leaving the drop zone. Note: according to FICSIT regulations, every pioneer should have access to a means of defense against extraterrestrial threats.
Yeah, so there are several things where it has that menu, the progress bar on it, and I think that's meant to be a sort of a bit of a failsafe, so you don't, instantly deconstruct something. But it's slightly too quick, in my opinion. I couldn't see a setting to change it. So what she's telling us to do there is we've now got the second shortcut up, which is the tab, and the tab is the character screen. We're still active on there. There's no pause while you're in your character screen. This looks like it's armor. I played for 5 minutes. I assume that's some kind of armor thing. And then our Xenozapper is this. This I'm not at all keen on. I would have preferred...
Third objective. Please familiarize yourself with the resource scanner to find iron. Note: the acquisition of iron is considered essential in preparation for all future objectives.
So she's now talking about our third pop-up, our third shortcut that's appeared, which is a C key, which is a scanner. What I'm going to do then is grab these. Some pale berries.
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
So that's a consumable. So what you actually do to consume things, I'll just demonstrate it, is you have to equip them in your hand and then use them so you can eat that. Now it's not a survival game. You don't have to keep eating, from what I can tell. But that heals you, basically. So we've got a health bar down the side here, and if we get into combat, and we will get into combat in a couple of minutes, then that'll obviously impact our health. You don't seem to auto-recover beyond the first few blobs, so if you get down to sort of 1 health, it'll actually also recover you up to about 3 or so. But after that, you do need to consume things. Now, whether we can process these to make them more effective or what, I don't know. But I say, what I would prefer with this is some kind of quick swap in and out system. I couldn't see a thing for it. Anyway, so the point is, we've got our Xenozapper. This is our scanner. Faint feelings of No Man's Sky, if anyone's played that game. Now at the top there, we've got our compass, and that's showing us where it's found iron. Okay, so they're all basically in the same direction, roughly the same distance. They do fade out the things. You can also see it sort of pinging them there. Now, one of the things I have also done controls-wise, I might grab these leaves. I believe these work as biomass that you can burn. Something one of the community managers said. So one of the things I have done, I was saying, is run. I've switched to a toggle, so we're in permanent run mode. Let's say it's not a survival game. You don't have a stamina meter or anything like that.
Initial scans reveal coloring properties in the flower petals. Further analysis required.
Don't know if you end up with a. Forgot what I was going to say there. Yep, forgot what I was going to say. So where are we going? We're going. Oh, there's some iron now. Now what should happen? What was that stutter there? Ah, there we go. So we got some beasties here, and these will attack us. Okay. Not really got any options there. Take about 3 hits to kill, and we get this carapace, and she should
Studying the remains of this creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis.
And she says that. I'm not entirely sure how we're meant to analyse it. I assume. So we've got this carapace. There's no option to. Because what I'm assuming is eventually we'll be able to turn this into armour. You can't wear it as is. Split stack. Control drag. Yeah. No, we don't have a analyze button. Maybe that's some kind of thing we'll build in the future. I didn't actually take any damage there. Some of the creatures, that big lad there, he's passive. Oh no, let's take out. There was another beastie, wasn't there? There we go. Where are you? You actually do punch as well. Where's his carapace gone? Where's the carapace gone? Oh, there it is. It was on top of that. See, they just disappear. Right, so what we can do is grab these. So you get. So this is like in Factorio where you manually
build the hub. Note: to complete this objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed.
You manually
ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress.
Yeah, you're She interrupted me again there, and I lost my train of thought. Oh, there's not there. You might as well do these. So what you get, you've got these pure ones, which give you. See, it's going up by 6 each time. But they only last for a little while. I'm just grabbing a whole load, grabbing all of the pure ones here, just to show you. So if you don't mind the regular, you only get 1 or 2 each time. So what she wants us to do is to build the hub, okay? And this has popped up the new. So just one thing to note: we have a flashlight. Can you see that? So this Xeno Zapper is actually probably on our helmet. There's one on our helmet. So that's turning that off and on. X brings up the mailbox. So this is going through. If you missed what she said, then this is what she did. So the last one she came up with is build the hub. Note: to complete the objective, the resources salvaged from the drop pod will be consumed. Caution: ensure the hub is built on spacious open terrain close to the presence of iron sources. Failure to do so will likely result in non-optimal progress. So that's the exact message she told us. We've also got some inbox. So here we go. So this is her talking about the other things that we've picked up. So we've got flower petals. They've got colour markings. So the remains of creature might shed light on how to defend yourself in the future. I recommend analysis. So I say defend yourself in the future. So I'm assuming we can craft that carapace into some sort of armour. Okay. There's also, it calls it a codex, so you would assume it's going to have more entries in it. So what's the other thing we've got that's new is the build queue. So we hit Q. The only thing we can build is the hub. The heart of your factory. This is where you complete FICSIT milestones to unlock additional blueprints for buildings, vehicles, parts, equipment, etc. So you literally place things. So I'm moving mouse up and down, and that's moving it there. We can rotate it around like that. What else? Right button is cancel. Or back to the menu. I don't think that big lad will be fussed if we build this thing close in. The scroll wheel rotates it round, and you notice it's moving in fixed clicks. Because there is also, if you hold a control, then it will actually click to, well, it's meant to click to, snap to a grid guide line as it says, but I can't see it. It doesn't make much difference to me. It didn't look different. So let's just build that right there. Okay, so it's come up with that missing hub parts because we've still got that selected.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Manual Craft Bench. Hub Feature Hub Terminal. Fifth objective, Hub Upgrade, Storage and Power. Note, the Craft Bench and Hub Terminal are essential for progression to the next objective.
So one of the things I didn't mention I was going to was, you notice how we've got a really big jump. The gravity on the planet I think is meant to be less than it is sort of on Earth. There is fall damage in the game, so if you drop off like one of these cliffs, you will take fall damage. But one thing I did discover, mainly because I let one of those creatures kill me, is that you basically respawn back at your hub. I didn't actually check, I should have done, whether you lose your stuff, like you lose your inventory. Anyway, so what we're supposed to be doing, essentially, is, so you see these, you've got these milestones, but what it's actually, how it's working is you're basically picking one, and that will be the active milestone. So tier 0, hub upgrade 1, you see we've got 5 upgrades. They provide us with different stuff. Okay. So hub upgrade 1 gives us access to all of this stuff. It costs us 10. Select milestones mean we've picked that as our active milestone. So that's the one we're tracking. We've got an indicator over here that's telling us in order to complete that milestone we've selected, we need 10 iron sticks effectively. What are they? They are iron rods, not sticks. Now we can't, what we need to do is craft 10 of those, come here and upgrade the hub. Okay. So let us escape out of that one. We've then got the manual thing here, manual crafting. So we've got a whole load of iron ore in our inventory, 176 of it. To make anything out of iron ore, we first need to turn it into ingots, which is essentially smelted iron. So they're like your iron plates, basically, for Factorio players. Now, one of the things with this is, as I say, this is, you see, it's got that process, you know, that progress bar, but it's going so quickly. I don't know how you would do one without a sort of a weird, like that, weird, tedious, slow clicking. Anyway, we might as well process all of this, or, yeah, let's process all of it. You'll notice that the ingots are moving over. So let's leave it at that. So we've now got, now what this is actually telling us is that with our resources that we've got, this is the number that we can craft. Yeah. So we've got 100 iron ore, and therefore we could make 100 iron ingots. Now from the 76 ingots that we've crafted, we can make 2 iron plates, so clearly that's a 1-to-2 relationship, or 76 iron rods, so that's a 1-to-1 relationship. So you can see ratios are starting to happen already a la Factorio. No, there you go. So that's completely rattling through that. It would be nice to have that a bit slower, so you get a bit more fine control. So I'm going to make 20 of them, just because I can, really. Ooh. Oh, sorry, obviously I've got the shift on. So in order to achieve this milestone, what we have to do is simply drag our thing over. Now it automatically does the business of splitting it. I could manually do that, but it's done it for us. And then we click Upgrade Hub. So I've got the thing on.
Congratulations, you have unlocked Hub Feature Biomass Generator, Hub Feature Personal Storage, Scanner Feature Copper. New equipment, buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the workshop when built, build menu, and craft bench respectively.
Oh, this is
Sixth objective, Hub Upgrade Construction. Note, Connect buildings to a generator for power. Note: buildings such as the smelter require a blueprint to be set. Advice: automate the smelting process and use portable miners for optimal results.
So she's giving us some hints there. This, with the arrow here, this is our inventory. We can put some stuff in there. Since we can't actually do anything with the characters, I'll just move them over. No, you're not going to let me do that? Oh, there you go. Flower pots as well. I accidentally right-clicked there, which has split the stack, which I can manually put back together. You see I'm having to manually move them over. It'd be nice for double-click to sort of move them automatically, something like that. Yeah, so that's our inventory. It is limited, interestingly. I guess that's equivalent of a chest in Factorio. This is our power generator. Now, what does it, as the name suggests, it because it's called a biomass burner, it burns biomass, and biomass, certainly initially, that I'm aware of, is leaves. We've got nothing to do here because we don't have stuff. Now, one thing I didn't quite twig initially, because we've obviously mined a whole load of iron, so because well, I can show you. Look, so what it's telling us we should really do, we've done one, and that gives us access to all of these. We can't really craft most of them though, because we haven't got copper. So because we need copper to build most of those things. So what we can do is select that milestone. No, that's not. Should we do that? I might as well select that milestone, because that's telling us, because what we need is this copper cable. We've not got copper, basically. We need all of those to build the coppery stuff. Okay, so but what we can do now, so I didn't twig this initially. What you do is you hold down C, and eventually we'll have, I'm sure we'll have a big, menu of things that we can scan for. So we got iron, we've got a load of anyway. So copper. Now the maps are not procedurally generated in any way. They are manually created. So I know where this copper is because this map isn't. So as I say, so it appears to be part of the sort of challenge side of the game is that it's the Lizard Doggo. What we can do is we pop that away. And he should calm down a bit. Where's he gone? There he is. Can I pet you? Hold on. Don't want to go too far because I know there's a hazard around here. These are like sulphur area. Am I petting you? No, you disappeared. He's not gone into my inventory, is he? No. Okay. Because I know the Xenozapper. 31 meters in that direction. I'm trying to avoid that sulphur thing because it seems to give off gases that are not particularly good for our health. Where are we going? I've lost my... turned around a little bit. There we go. So this is the copper, so there should be another beastie here somewhere. One thing we can try out is the flashlight. I wonder what that is over there. Can you see that? Where's the beastie? Because most of these deposits are guarded by beasties. Can't see one. Maybe it's not nocturnal? Okay, so what we can do is grab this pure ore. I think about getting about 80 or so. I don't know if we need that much, but save us having to run around. Now, the other thing you can do is your base will appear on the old scan. So yeah, it's worth a bit of caution. We've got another type of plant here. I don't think we've picked one of these up before, have we?
This consumable possesses minor healing properties. Further analysis required to establish object scanner identification.
Okay, so let's go on the bench here. And what we need to do is craft up some copper ingots. Oh, craft button, sorry. So let's process most of these. And then, I can't remember, what's our target? We want 10 iron plates. So that's 14, randomly. See what I mean? It doesn't too quick, really. Now we want 10 of them, we got 10 of them. And we want 50 wires. Oh, those are multis, I guess. So you must be, are we getting 3? It looks like we're getting 3. 20. Oh, we got 60. Sorry. I believe you make cables from wires. Yeah, so it's like a thingy chain going on already. Okay, so we can upgrade. I've still got the. I say it would be nice if you could double click then. It would put them in. Great up. How are we doing?
Congratulations, you have unlocked Scanner Stone. New buildings and blueprints, which can be found in the build menu and craft bench respectively.
So you're very
7th objective, hub upgrade, conveyor belts. Note, use power poles to expand the power network for optimal results. Note, constructors are capable of constructing copious parts, of which only one type at a time.
So she's giving us some hints, basically saying, you know, an assembler or a constructor can only construct something one at a time. So what it wants us to do is build constructors to automate the production of simple parts. Build power poles to extend your power grid. Expand your production to upgrade faster. So what we need to do, what's number 1? Oh, that's a power pole. Number 2 is a power line. Okay. So what we want to build allows you to manually craft a large range of different parts. Oh, we already got one of them. Equipment workshop. Used to manually craft equipment. So we need 6 and 6, which we've got. No. Okay, that's so quite nice to have this sort of here somewhere, really. What's the snap to grid? It's the key to see, isn't it? So this is the thing. How do you know it's? This is my. This is what I was afraid of. Oh, I need iron rods. Not afraid of, but so the Factorio, it's all on a proper grid, and you don't have a choice about it being on a grid. So how many of those do we want? 6 iron rods, I think we needed. 6. And then it's the workshop. And so how do you get it to, you know, it would be nice if there was a proper grid that you could toggle on and off. I mean, maybe there is, but do you know what I mean? I don't know how well aligned that is. And like, I'm holding the control key. It doesn't look like it's snapping to anything. Anyway, we'll pop this here because we can. And we want to exit the key. Build constructors. Build a portable miner. We need. Oh, I need 4 cables, but we need 8 wires. Okay. I keep getting tab to exit. So we need 4 cables. Look, we can do screws and stuff now. I need 4 cables. 1. See how quick it goes. 4 cables, but we need 8 wires. got 8 wires. Didn't we need... Did we have enough? I think we needed iron plate. So we've got a portable miner. Cool. So we now have a portable miner. So what we can do is head on over to our iron patch. And as far as I understand, you can just whack these down anywhere. So we want to... Do we do it from our inventory? Do I put that there maybe? Ah, here we go. Press hold E to pick up iron ore in drops. So I don't want to do that. Do I just... Oh, there we go. That's kind of cute, huh? Okay. Do I not? I don't have to power that? Okay. Let's grab these while it's doing its thing. So... Okay, so it's mining off for us. Seriously? Oh! What happened there? Oh, I put that in, did I? Huh. Seriously, I can't. Isn't that auto? I assume that just goes until the point where there is no iron left, basically. Build constructors to automate production of simple parts. Build power poles to extend your power grid. So constructors must be... Can I build... I can't build a miner here. So I keep hitting tab to exit the menu. Let's put some stuff away because I'm fairly full up. I will put away... What? Petals again. I could process. Although, is that one of the things we can build? How do I construct? Because that's a constructor. Is it just in my general menu? Constructor, there we go. So I need 3 iron plates and 2 cables. Okay. So what's the other thing we could... What was that other... Oh, the smelter. Smelt ore into ingots. Okay. So if we put the smelter, what, here somewhere? I'm not sure what way around that is. Oh, that's the in and that's the out. Okay, cool. Do you know what I mean? It's really... I'm sort of amazed that there's no stuttering going on because I'm recording this and doing audio and it's a 4K and all the settings are ultra. And the only thing that's slightly disappointing is the popping, which is pretty fierce. Can you see those plants just popping in and out? But yeah, I'm sort of amazed that this is performing quite so well. Anyway, so I need iron rods and wire. Okay. So let's craft some of that up. So, how many? It would be nice to be able to track them, wouldn't it? It would be nice to have that reminder there as to what you needed. Something like that, maybe. So we need to process some iron plate, which means we've got to process a load of ingots. How many iron plates do we need? I can't remember. Let's take it so that we need. So we can make 20. I don't think we need 20. And copper we can process because we need cable, don't we? Rather than wire. Can't remember how many cables we needed. Let's have a look properly. So to build a smelter, we need 5. Oh, it's wires we need. No, Was this cables? That was cables. Okay. So wires. Have we got any? Have we got? We don't have. Do we? I've got rods, got plates, got wire, and got cables. Let's make a bit more wire. What? Oh no, I've got 27 wire now. See, that's confusing me. I did explain it to you guys, but this is... Oh, I can make biomass. Okay. So this is what we burn. Shall I make all of it? Might as well. So this is how many you can make, whereas obviously this is your inventory, which is how many you've got. So I needed to make some cables. I haven't got any cables. No. We needed some cables, didn't we? I think. Let's have 5 of them. So we've got a whole range of stuff there. Hopefully that's good. So let us make a... now as I understand it, the natives, the aliens, don't attack you. In the sense of these machines, they won't come and try and destroy the machines like they do in Factorio. Missing iron rod times 5. I thought I made iron rods. I thought I made some iron rods. No, clearly not. Let's make 10 of these then. Okay. So, yeah, the natives won't come and attack us, so we're fairly safe here. And it's not like a survival game or anything, so we don't... There we go. So we don't have to eat or anything like that. So this is our smelter. Let's put our smelter sort of here-ish. Cool. And then let us make... I was expecting it to bring up the menu. Let's make a constructor. No, I'm trying to bring it forward with the thing. More natural control to me would be scroll wheel would bring it forward and back, and right mouse button would missing reinforced iron plate. How do I make reinforced iron plate? Huh. Can I make that yet? Reinforced iron plate. I need 4 regular iron plates. Can't afford recipe. And what's that? Screws. Okay. So let's make some screws. I can only make... How many screws have I got? 30 screws now. I still can't make that. I need iron plates still. I've got iron plates. No, I've made... You see, this is why it's confusing me. Let's just process another bunch of that. And then make... How many iron plates do we need for each one? We need 4. Good lord. So process all of that up. How many have I got? I've got 10. So one of those... How many do I actually need? So constructor, I need 3. Okay. Let's do that again, sorry. Constructor requires... I've got 5, yeah, so I need 2 more. Okay, I can't make 2 more, can I? No. Let's just process some more ingots. So this actually really emphasises why you need to automate. So I can make a bunch more screws. And I can make those, and I need 1 more iron plate. And that do us. So I've got 3 reinforced ones. Okay, is that right? Constructor, yeah, there we go. So a little bit of a gap, because presumably we're going to get belts at some point. That's our next task, I think, was... Oh, that. Build constructors to automate production of simple parts. Build power piles to extend your power grid. Expand your production to upgrade faster. So what we can do, I think, E to configure smelter, is we can get it to make iron plates. And we can put iron ore in somewhere. Do I need to give it fuel? No power. Okay. So they both need power, clearly. This is our... We've got this the wrong way around, chaps. So really that should be over there. So what I can do, I think, is put in some biomass. No? Do I need to... Turns it on off, okay. No connection. Maybe I have to connect it first. So, what was number 2 was no power line. Number 1. Oh, I need concrete. That's forward, invalid aim location. Power pole. Yeah, that's annoying. So I need concrete. How do I make concrete? So I've turned around now. How do I make concrete? To make concrete, I can't make concrete. Why can't I make concrete? Concrete. Use of only goods for stable foundation. I can't build it here. Concrete. No, there you go. So I need to get limestone. Okay. So that, oh no, wrong key press. Limestone. Where is limestone? Ping 191 274 244. That's the closest one over there. Okay. Let us aim for the limestone. Now there's a beastie over there, so that must be it, I reckon. Oh, we are not. I have not got my thing equipped. That's bad. Come here, you little bugger. I wonder what they do in the swing points. What you want? Actually, let's go counter to your movement. Where have you gone? You gonna stop? You just keep running around. There you go. Have a bit of that. Again. It's a little difficult to judge distance, but he's moving so quickly. Got you, bugger. Where's your carapace gone? There it is. Okay, so we need to get some of this limestone. So as you can tell, I mean, I don't know what I'm doing. We're way past where I got to with my quick little... Loads of limestone. I wonder if it's used quite heavily with stuff. So what we should really do, I guess, is set up a couple of miners on the copper and this limestone patch. I might as well grab this pure stuff first. There we go. Oh, little stutter there. I wonder if it's... Oh, we've still got a light on. That's our light shining on. I don't think we have a battery of any sort. We're not running down our power. What I can also do is go and grab some of the iron ore that we've presumably carved up. This is stopped, I guess, because it's full. Yeah, so obviously it only takes 100. Yeah. So what I can do is we can make some concrete. Might as well turn all of this into concrete. Looks like it's used quite a heavy, a resource-intensive recipe, shall we say? Okay, so we should be able to build some power lines now. So I have no idea how far these connect. Maybe if I just plot one here for the time being. Okay, and then I guess I need a power line, which I want to connect to there. Okay, Now how far can I connect this? Okay. Can I connect that to that? No. Looks like I have to connect it to a power pole. And it won't let me. Why won't it let me? Is it going through the building? Too far away? I'm guessing it's too far away. Let's build another one there. And then flip to, so that's a power line. No? Oh, is it because it's going through the... No? Why won't that let me connect? Oh, missing cable. Oh, I see. Okay, so can I store that? Maybe if I just deconstruct it, which is F, isn't it? Cool. I don't know if that reclaimed everything we used. So I need a cable. I can make a cable. I've made multiple cables by accident. Let's make up an... Oh, I can't afford a recipe. Have I not got any copper? Okay, thought I had copper. Okay, okay, so if I now flip to number 2, can I connect across? Can't connect more lines to this connection. So, bosh. Okay. So, this... Oh, it's not going to work, is it? What the hell is that? I guess they just walked through your camp. Crikey. This must now need biomass. Surely. There we go. Consumption, production capacity. Can I switch between those? Oh no, those are the different lines it showed. Okay. So is this now... Look at that, belching out smoke. Is this now doing its thing? Yes, there we go. So we're getting iron ores. Cool. Let's pop with that fully stocked. Grab them. And what do we want to do here? We went here. We can get this to make what? Should we get it to make some iron plate? So I need to put in iron ingots. Can I feed this in at a time? No? Oops, wrong place. No? Not sure about that. Okay. Build constructors to automate production of simple parts. Build power plants to extend your power grid. Expand your production to upgrade faster. So what I could also do is, how do I get hub 3? I need concrete, I need cables, fast plates, iron plates. Dwarves there. We'll select that. Right, what I'm actually going to do, I think, is I need what cables I've not got. So this should have a bunch of iron plate in it. Yep. So that's a bit annoying, dragging stuff over. Could do with some rapid clicks to do it. So the other thing, what we could also do is select the recipe for wires and put. Do we not have any copper in? Wood. There's iron ingots, that's leaves. Let's sort this inventory out a little bit. So I'll put that over there. So that's iron ingots, iron plates, iron thingies that we got. Where's copper? There's copper. I don't have any copper ingots, do I? It's concrete. It's that. No, I don't. So, hang on, what was that? What's that? Oh, that's limestone. Okay. So, we can pop that away. We can... Don't really need all of those, so I might as well pop them in there. We can... So what was I going to do? I wanted to build one of these miners, right? So I need 4, I need 2 of them. So I'm going to need another lot of, so I need 4 more iron plates and 4 cables. Okay, so we might as well oh no, it's copper ingots it's on now. Typical. But this is done. Process all, yeah, all the iron ingots, which is good. But we will pop in select recipe, copper, pop the copper ingots in, and here we will put in some more of these. Oh no, I can't because it's recipe, but I need a bunch more iron plates, so I might as well put some of them in. It's quite quick, isn't it? I need some more than that. Oh, you can. If you if you hold right click, it will let you split it as you want. Okay, that's cool. I was going to say that was going to get very tedious very quickly. So that gives me. I'll do another 5. Why is that 9 there? I did that. So it didn't seem to match. So 7. How are we doing? So I wonder if that must be why you can turn it on to standby, so it doesn't burn power. Because what I'm thinking to in the end of the episode is we set these machines going on the copper patch and the limestone patch. And we call that an episode there. So we can build one. Yeah. We've got 1 and we need 2 more cables. So build another one. They don't stack, I take it. No, they don't. Okay, so what we can do is find the... It's up here, I think, wasn't it? Yep. On the other side. Now, we didn't encounter the beastie. What the heck is that up there? Shall we grab some biomass? Might as well grab some stuff we can use for biomass. Guess we're running. What about these? Can we use these fires? Yeah. So we didn't encounter a beastie up here. Oh, there appears to be one in the rock. Oops. Are you here? Is there a beastie here? I don't know if they respawn actually. Look, didn't we pick these before? Okay, so let's look in our inventory. We have to put this in our hands. That is quite a cute animation, you've got to admit. So what we'll do is the iron, the limestone's just on the other side, isn't it? Oh, that's a bit of a drop. It's just on the other side of this sort of... There, isn't it? Yeah, there it is. So we'll go and put that on. So you do just have to be a little... Ooh. Oh, it had wood on it as well, didn't it? Okay. A little careful with the drops because there is fall damage. Although there's a lot less gravity. There's no beast. I'm just checking the beasties. No, it's just a texture. So let's grab our other miner. It actually shows you, I don't know if you spotted that, where you can plop it down. There you go. You can plop one there. I've no idea whether you can do multiple on the same patch. I'm guessing you can. I'm also guessing there's a sort of fully automated version or something like that. So you notice how it spews out the stuff, but I don't think there's pollution as such. Quite likely to get 100. Because what you can do in Factorio is you can put stuff back in the inventory of the machine. It's quite a good way of sort of picking up a stack and then having a half stack left. I really need to play Factorio on the channel, particularly now that... Oh, I thought that might be too far of a drop there. Particularly now that version 0.17 is coming. Then we got 67 again. Bloody need loads of that though. 69. Nice. I'm assuming these patches aren't infinite. I couldn't see anything saying how much they hold. 6, 7, 8, 9. Cool. Perfect. Can you, what was I saying? Can we keep the mouse over it? No? Okay. Maybe there's like an upgrade for the scanner that tells you how much there is. No, can't see anything on the doobry. Okay, so let's grab some iron. Oh, I need to re-equip my Xenozapper, don't I? Let's encounter some beastie. That's a little bug up there. I picked one of them up on my first thing. I don't know what the hell they're meant to be for. So we don't need... Oh yeah, we can test it here actually. So that's good. Oh, it's only taken the amount. Okay, that's cool. So what I can do... Can I craft... No. So how much stuff have we got in here? We've got 126 left. What I might just do is stock up biomass. And then see how much we can actually put in this burner. Oops. Alright, so 200 is what it seems to hold. And then tidy up. So we've only got a relatively small inventory. Yeah? Okay, so I think we'll call that an episode there. We've now collected all the stuff we probably need to build the thingies for the next upgrade to the hub. So we'll do that next time. So yeah, if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed... Actually, I'll turn my flashlight off before I do anything like that. That's a bit weird. Oh look, there's a shooting range. Huh. I guess we can shoot stuff. We must get guns. Anyway, yeah, if you've been watching, I hope you've enjoyed this episode and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been No, I was going to say this has been Factorio. That's wrong, isn't it? This has been Satisfactory. Thanks for watching, guys. Cheers.